So on Tuesday night, Austin FC got a massive W as they beat the likes of Houston Dynamo in what was the third Texas Derby of the 2022 MLS season, but for both teams, it was the second time they both met. And what a good way to earn your second win against Houston Dynamo as they beat them by the scores of 3-1 by the goals of Dale Fagundes, Maxi Ruti, and Alex Ring. And to be honest, this was a really entertaining and really comfortable game to watch. But let's look at the lineup first of all. The lineup looked interesting, but in a good way, because we saw the likes of Coleman starting over Gallagher. Gallagher suffered like a near bruised eye injury that he got against Atlanta United. So we put up on the field, if Gallagher was in the field, it would have suffered his visibility. So Coleman for Gallagher was a smart move. In the midfield, we saw Felipe over Danny Pereira. Felipe had a great game against Atlanta United. That's where he scored his first goal for the Verde and Black. And if we would have put Danny Pereira, it would have been kind of risky, because what if Pereira suffered another yellow card? If he got at a 6-1, he would have been out for, let's say, 2 games. But Felipe over Pereira was a good idea, because in the midfield, we also had Owen Wolf. So in the second half, we saw Wolf coming out and Pereira coming in. But in the front three, we saw Fagundes, Urruti, and Finley. Finley getting his third start in a row is really important, because in the last 2 games, he got a goal against Colorado Rapids, he got a goal and assist against Atlanta United, and against Houston Dynamo, he had an assist. But seeing Finley in the right wing spot, he's the reliable source for now, because Washington Corozo didn't even get a call up against Houston Dynamo. When do we get to see Corozo? Probably this weekend against FC Dallas. But the rundown of this game. The first half looked really sloppy in the first 15 minutes, because our defense, the dynamic duo of both Cascante and Galvez, they kind of looked sloppy, alongside with Coleman and Jimenez. Coleman hasn't started any games, because the last times we've seen Coleman start, Coleman has lost his touch, he lost his performance. But in this game against Houston Dynamo, he had a decent game. He kind of missed some passes, kind of missed some late tackles, but it is what it is for Coleman. He's still young, so he probably learned his mistakes. But the first goal Houston Dynamo made on Austin FC, Cascante fell down. I guess it was a clean tackle. It's kind of hard to call on it, but it would have been disallowed anyways if the ref, saw it again. But in my eyes, it was a clean tackle from Houston Dynamo. Houston Dynamo made the first goal. Galvez and Ring got there so late that Stu was so confused that he didn't know where the ball was going. And after that, Austin FC looked completely different. But the other end of Houston Dynamo is that they were pressing back as well, that they were doing their cheating mistakes, that they were trying to cheat their way to win by wasting time and doing a lot of diving fouls. But luckily, our all-star, Driussi, got a foul. He earned the foul, and Dale Fagundes put the ball outside the line of the box. It was like around, 15-20 yards. And whenever Fagundes scored that free kick, I couldn't believe it in my own eyes, because that was Austin FC's first free kick of their entire club history, and what a good way to earn it in the Texas Derby match against Houston Dynamo. And Fagundes making it, the way he just curved it, the ball lowering down, beauty of a goal. But yeah, the first side was, like I said, sloppy but decent, because Fagundes' goal gave us hope until the second half started, because Driussi and Urruti had their chances at goal, but they were way off. But but they were close, so 50-50 on that. Second half happens. We see Wolf coming out and Danny Pereira coming in. So Danny, what they would say, no Danny, no party. This time, Danny, party. So in the second half, Austin FC looked so dominant. When it came to Maxi's goal, the way he just kicked it, the way he curved that goal, beauty of a goal. Because we thought it wasn't going to be allowed because Juicy got a foul, but the ref allowed it. And what a good way for Urruti to score his 7th goal this year wearing the Verde and Black jersey and against his ex-team, which is Houston Dynamo. But the way the angle was so hard that even though Urruti's a pro, it even made it difficult for Steve Clark, Houston Dynamo's goalkeeper, so hard for him to try to, get the ball. He got there so late on it, honestly. But let me give you the rundown of the third goal for Austin FC. In my opinion, this was one of the best counterattacks in Austin FC's history. So Kolmanich gets the ball. He runs it and he gives it to Alex Ring. Alex Ring runs like around 20 yards with it, gives it to Maxi Urruti. Maxi Urruti's on the other, runs another 10 yards, passes it to Finley, but it's a long pass that Finley has to run to it before he gets out of the box or out of the field. And Finley, what a beauty of a cross, crosses it to Ring, who before that Ring had the ball, gave it to Urruti to Finley, and Alex Ring got there in time for Finley's cross as Finley assisted his second assist in 2 games, and Alex Ring scores a goal. What a goal that was. The third goal out of hand. Without a doubt, that's one of my best Austin FC's goals for this season. And after that, the 3-1, Austin FC looked so comfortable that they got their win against Houston Dynamo. And with that win, you guys, Austin FC is in first place in the Western Conference and first place for the Supporters' Shield. And my God, you guys, what a good way to earn the win against Houston Dynamo. And this Saturday, it's our next test. If we want to win the Copa Texas, we have to beat FC Dallas and earn our first silverware of the season, or as a team. But yeah, this game was really important because first place was on the line, and even though Houston Dynamo is an easy team to beat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a fun and entertaining match, and I hope we get the same result against Houston Dynamo. But yeah, you guys, the name is Vanilla Mexican 17. I'll be back here with probably an FC Dallas preview video. But for the meantime, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.